Welcome to New Hampshire's Business. I'm Fred Coker. A New Hampshire college is about to offer free tuition to New Hampshire residents who meet its criteria, and its president is here to announce it. St. Anselm College offering free tuition to these individuals: New Hampshire resident, a first-year student, a GPA of 3.25 or higher, family income of $100,000 or less, and a residential student at the college. Now, here are the St. A's costs for 2024. Tuition and fees of $48,920, room and board $1,702, total direct costs $65,940, indirect costs, of course, of books, transportation, supplies, and expenses. With me is the president of St. Anselm College, Dr. Joseph Favazza, and nice to have you here in the studio.
Great to be with you, Fred.
That's quite an announcement you've made. What led you and the Board of Trustees to do this?
You know, what we really wanted to do as we look ahead is to make St. Anselm's education more accessible and affordable, particularly for New Hampshire students.
And probably more competitive.
It is more competitive, absolutely.
Yep.
But, you know, it is part of who we are as a Catholic and Benedictine college. I mean, we were founded to serve low-income students in Manchester and around, and even though the college clearly has evolved over the last 135 years, this is something that's still part of who we are.
Is that free tuition just for the freshman year, or does that continue?
It continues as long as the students continue to meet the criteria of the scholarship.
Okay, 3.25 GPA, right.
And reside on the campus.
I just note that Harvard, as you know, is also offering free tuition in a similar way, but it's below $75,000.
Yeah.
And so what's your reaction to this headline that we're going to put up? It's from a publication, a higher ed publication. Private regional colleges face stiff competition from public institution, Moody predicts. These challenges will be particularly pronounced, it says, in the Midwest and Northeast, where the pool of traditional college-age students is expected to shrink. Your comment?
Absolutely. I mean, I think we all are aware that starting in 2026, we're facing kind of what they call a demographic cliff or a slope.
Yep.
We're going to have fewer high school graduates, and so the competition, of course, with higher ed institutions is going to continue to be strong, and particularly in New England, and so we want obviously to position St. Anselm to continue to be strong and offer the programs that we know that we can, because it's a quality education.
Another reason for the free tuition.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Increasingly, we hear the statements that college is no longer necessary. We see that all over the place. That it's too expensive. There are more options like online, on the job, trade schools. What say you?
You know, our mission at St. Anselm is to prepare students not only for career outcomes, and I think we do an excellent job, but also what we call life outcomes. That I tell students sometimes, you know, you're going to live inside your head for a long time, and you've got to know what's worth thinking about. And so not only being ready to go out and get a job in nursing or in criminal justice or business or whatever it is, but also to know, have really life anchors to understand what are your values and how do you live those in the world.
It's probably those life anchors that are the key to why college, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You know.
Now here's some St. Anselm College by the numbers, and let's put those up. 3,451 students. Interesting, 40% male, 60% female. 25% first generation, that's significant, and 76% graduation rate. And that 25% first generation, that's worth noting, isn't it?
It is, you know, and again, it goes back to who we have been. I think parents and students see a value proposition with us, and they come to us. But it is who we are.
For those that want more information on this free tuition, you can go to the St. Anselm website, and we're putting that up on the screen, www.anselm.edu/commitment. And I want to thank Dr. Joseph Favazza, the president of St. Anselm College, for being here. Thank you.
Thank you, Fred.
And if you missed part of this, you can go to WMUR.com, where it will be posted all this week.